Hey there everybody, it's me, Wolf, and I want to welcome you back to the advanced lesson for the second week of Wolf's English. This week we're going to be talking about using English while you're at a bar. So let's just hop right into it. So this week we're going to be talking about using English while you're at a bar. We're going to be talking about from the moment you walk up to the bar until the moment you leave. The first thing that's going to happen when you go to a bar is someone's going to ask you for an ID. Some places will have a bouncer outside who checks IDs, and other places they just check your ID at the actual bar. Some of the questions you might hear about IDs are, can I see your ID? Or do you have any ID? So once they ask you about your ID, you're going to have to show them whether it's a driver's license or a passport. Just make sure that if you're going to a bar, you have your ID with you because they will not let you in or serve you if you don't have your ID. Also, keep in mind that the drinking age in America is older than in other countries. In America, you have to be 21 to go to a bar. So make sure that you're at least 21 years old and you have your ID when you're going to a bar. So once you get into the bar and they've checked your ID, they're going to ask you about what you'd like to drink. These questions can include, what can I get for you? What would you like to drink? What can I start you off with? At this time, you can say the phrase, can I get, and then the drink you'd like. So there are lots of different ways of ordering drinks, so we're going to go through all the different kinds of drinks you can order at the bar. First, let's just talk about beer because that's the most simple one. When you order a beer, you can either get it in a glass or you can get a bottle. Let's say you want to get a beer out of the keg. You either call it tap beer or you call it draft beer. Both words are okay to use. So you can ask, what beers do you have on tap? Or what draft beers do you have? And let's say they have Blue Moon. That's your favorite kind of beer. You can say, can I get a Blue Moon? Now let's say you are at a bar that has wine. If you see a wine that you like on the menu, you can ask, can I have a glass of the wine's name? Or can I have a bottle of the wine's name? If you don't know much about wine, you can just ask, can I have a glass of the house white? Or can I have a glass of the house red? And then they'll just bring you whatever the cheapest glass of red or white wine is. Now let's talk about ordering cocktails. When you order a cocktail, you always want to start out with the alcohol first. So let's say that you're getting a rum and coke. If you say, I would like a rum and coke, or can I get a rum and coke? If you say it just this way, they're going to assume that you want a well drink. A well drink is the cheapest alcohol that the bar offers. So usually it's kept near the front of the bar where they can easily grab it. They call that the well. So we call all those alcohols that stay in the well drinks. If you don't say what grade of alcohol you want, they will probably assume that you want a well drink. Above a well drink is called a call drink. A call drink is when you say what brand of alcohol you want. So instead of saying, can I get a whiskey Coke? You can say, can I get a Jack and Coke? Because you want Jack Daniels, not just any whiskey, you want Jack Daniels specifically. So we call this a call drink. The highest drink that you can get is called a premium drink. A premium drink is the most expensive alcohol they offer at a bar. Let's say you want a vodka tonic. The highest level vodka they have maybe is Grey Goose. So you'll say, can I get a premium vodka tonic? And they'll give you a Grey Goose and tonic. Another way to call a premium drink is a top shelf drink. So a top shelf drink is the same as premium. It's the highest level alcohol that the bar offers. Next, let's talk about dirty. Dirty is used for martinis. Whenever you order a martini with olive juice, you call it dirty. Can I get a dirty gin martini? Can I get a dirty vodka martini? It means you want a martini with olive juice. Next, let's talk about double. You can use double two different ways. If you say, can I have a double rum and coke? Usually rum and coke will come in a short glass. If you get a double rum and coke, it's just that glass times 2. So 2 times the amount of alcohol and 2 times the amount of mixer, whether it's Coke or orange juice, whatever it is. Now, if you say, can I have a double shot of rum and Coke? That means you want the short glass, but instead of having 1 shot in the short glass, you're gonna have 2 shots. So 2 shots, but the regular amount of mixer. Next, let's talk about frozen and blended. Let's say you're ordering a margarita. Margaritas come 2 different ways. They come on the rocks, like we talked about before, meaning on ice, or it can be blended together. So if you say, I want a frozen margarita or I want a blended margarita, that means it's going to be like a slushy. If you say, I want a margarita on the rocks, it means that you want it just on ice, not blended. Next, let's talk about ordering shots. Ordering shots is the easiest thing. You just say, can I have a shot of, and then what you like the shot of. So can I have a shot of Jack Daniels? Or can I have a shot of Patron? And they'll bring you the shot. Some people, when they drink shots, they drink it straight or they drink it with a chaser. If you drink a shot straight, it means that you drink it and then you're finished. Let's say you're drinking it with a chaser. You're going to drink, let's say, vodka. You'll take the shot of vodka and then you'll pick up another drink, usually a soda or some kind of juice, and then you'll take a sip of that to get the taste of the vodka out of your mouth. We call that second drink that doesn't have any alcohol in it a chaser. So let's say you're ordering a shot and you need a chaser. You can say, can I have a shot of vodka with an orange juice chaser or with a blank chaser? You can also call that a back. So let's say, like we talked about before, you're getting a shot of vodka and you want a orange juice chaser. You can say, can I get a vodka shot with an orange juice back? Or can I get a shot of vodka with a water back? So you're going to say the drink back, and that means a blank chaser. It's the exact same meaning. Now, most bars will keep the bottles of alcohol out at room temperature. So if you want a cold shot, you'd have to say, can I have a chilled blank shot? Can I have a chilled shot of tequila? Can I have a chilled shot of vodka? And then they will bring you that shot cold. Now let's say that you want to have a shot of whiskey with ice. You'll say, can I have a shot of the alcohol on the rocks? On the rocks means on ice, with ice. So let's say you're getting a shot of whiskey. You'll say, can I have a shot of whiskey on the rocks? And then they'll bring you a glass with ice in it with a shot of whatever alcohol you ordered. Next, let's talk about neat. If you want a neat drink, it's the opposite of getting it on the rocks. They're going to put it in that same glass, the old-fashioned glass, but there's not going to be any ice inside. So if you say, can I have a double shot of whiskey neat? It means you want 2 shots of whiskey in a tall glass without any ice. It's basically the opposite of saying on the rocks. So whenever you're ordering any of these drinks, you're going to say, can I get the drink? So can I get a shot of Jack Daniels? Can I get a rum and coke? Can I get a pint of Blue Moon? Can I get a house red wine? So whenever you're ordering a drink, you're going to say, can I get, and then the drink's name. If you go to a bar early enough in the daytime, they have a thing called happy hour. Happy hour is usually from maybe 4 o'clock until 7 or 8 o'clock. So if you go during happy hour, usually the drinks will be cheaper. So if you're going to a bar early enough, you can ask them, is it happy hour? And then they'll tell you, oh, yes. Or you can ask, do you have any happy hour deals? And they'll tell you if they have maybe shots are cheaper or cocktails are cheaper or whatever their happy hour deals are. Now let's talk about when you're getting drinks with a group of people. Let's say there's 3 of us in a group. There's me and 2 friends. If you guys are all drinking together, you can either do it 2 different ways. You can either split up your drinks each time. So like I'll order my drink, she'll order her drink, he'll order his drink, and we each pay for our own things. The other way that you can do it is you can do rounds. A round is when one person buys everyone's drinks. So for example, I'll buy the first round and I pay for everybody's drinks. And then she will buy the second round and she pays for all of our drinks. And then he buys the third round and he pays for all of our drinks. This is usually done with really close friends. Some people don't like to do that though because maybe I'm getting a tequila sunrise and she's getting a margarita and he's getting a beer. And his is way cheaper than ours, so maybe he'll think it's a little unfair. So a lot of people will just split the tabs separately. Another thing that you'll hear when you're at a bar is the bartender might ask you, do you have a DD? A DD stands for a designated driver. In America, getting a taxi can be quite expensive, so a lot of the times people will have a designated driver who won't drink alcohol when they go out. Usually you'll take turns deciding who the DD is. So like this week it's me, next week it's my friend, next week it's my other friend. So whenever you're going out, you want to make sure if you aren't getting a taxi or an Uber or a Lyft, that you are deciding who is going to be the DD and that person won't drink. In America, bars close quite early compared to a lot of countries. Bars usually close around 2 o'clock depending on the state. So usually about 15 minutes before a bar closes, they'll have last call. Last call is the last chance for you to order a drink. So if you hear the bartender yell, last call, you know that you have to order a drink at that time. If you don't order a drink, then you won't be able to get one before the bar closes. So make sure if you want to have one last drink that you get it at last call. Next, let's talk about paying for your bill. Whenever you order a drink, let's say I ordered a beer, and the bartender will tell you how much it costs. So that'll be $4 or your total is $4. You can either pay with cash or you can pay by card. If you pay with cash, you're going to give the money to the bartender and then they're going to bring back your change. Let's say I ordered a beer that was $4. I can either give them a $5 bill and say keep the change. If you say keep the change, it means that that extra $1 is their tip. Usually when you are at a bar, you will give a $1 tip per drink. The other way that you can pay is with a card. So usually if you give a card, the first time they'll ask you, do you want to run it now or do you want to keep it open? If you keep it open, it means you're going to start a tab. A tab is when they add all of the drinks into the list, and then at the very end of the night, they'll charge you when you're leaving. Just remember, each time you order a drink, you're going to give a $1 tip. So you can either do that in cash or you can do it added onto your card. When you're doing a tip on a card, it'll say all the different things that you bought, the total, and then there'll be a line that says tip. And on that line, you'll write, let's say I got 5 drinks, I'll write $5. And then there's a line underneath it where you add up the total amount plus the tip to make the new total. So let's say it was $20. I added $5 for the tip, so it's $25 now. And then you sign at the bottom. I hope this was a useful lesson for you guys. If you have any questions or comments or future videos you'd like to suggest, you can post them down below. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. And also, you can share this video with all of your friends who are also studying English. And just like always, I'm going to be posting all of this information on the Wolfe's English blog, which will be linked down below. Also down below is a link to the Wolfe's Instagram page where you can get more resources for studying English. I hope you guys have a fantastic week, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!